All right, all right. Got some beautiful deep house in the background. So we're gonna do it nice and cool. This is gonna be a short one, so just bear with me in about another couple of minutes, and then we're going to kick it off. Like I said, this is gonna be a pretty short one. Okay, we're gonna kick this off. First of all, I hope everyone had a great Christmas, and hope you got all the presents, and hope you was able to spend time with family and friends, all that good stuff. I know I did. I was able to spend it with my mom and my two brothers, so it was a great time. I really enjoy it. My mom living out in the suburbs here in Chicago, so it wasn't that I had to go on it, out of the state, anything, anything like that. But like I said, it was a great time to hang out with family, so that was awesome. And then I also hung out with some friends as well, Christmas Eve, so it was a good time. So let me show my face. What's going on, everyone? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Buenas noches. I happen to be House Head Speaks coming to you live from the Chi Town, Chicago. And you are listening or seeing or however you're checking us out. This is Monday Rant and Discussion. For those who checking us out on Facebook and X, thank you so much for coming through. Just want to make a quick announcement. Starting next year, which is the next time we go live, we will be live streaming on Twitch as well. So if you check out my Twitch channel, which is House and Speaks underscore, it's for all those who are on my Twitch fam, you'll be checking me out as well. So I decided to expand the multi-stream to Twitch so I can have others to check out check out what we're going to be doing here and what we're going to be discussing. And mostly everything that we're going to be discussing about for the next year, especially early January, will be about production because I'm starting my production journey early next year. So I definitely want to make that a theme for those, and also to assist those who are also starting production or who are producers themselves to to give them some insight on what's going on. Now, I pretty much discovered the subject matter that you're seeing on top from Instagram, and also did some research on it, on a couple of sites. I mean, I think it's two sites that I did research on it, and so this is exciting because for those who've been into house music as long as I have, we already know that house music give us a very spiritual, emotional, effect on our well being. Now, now to know that listening to house music can actually slow down the aging process, that's amazing. So we're gonna take a deep dive on it. So let's get with the presentation, shall we? Let's do it. So listening to house music can slow down the aging process. I know it's going to be a lot of people that's going to say, how is that possible? You know, I mean, and I'm sure there's going to be other people who listen to other genres of music, probably going to say, well, why does my style of music that I listen to doesn't have that kind of effect? As far as the aging process of things of that nature. Well, like I said, we're going to take a deep dive in it. So let's just check out the first slide, shall we? Okay. Now, pretty much a new study, revealed that regular listening, regularly listening to house music, particularly tracks in the 120 to 130 BPM range. Now, for those who don't know about that particular range when it comes to house music, usually 120 can be soulful, deep, and then you can go up to like 130. That's probably around about the maybe the jacking or the I would say the tech house range. It also could be some other areas like the melodic and progressive and also organic as well. You know, but that's the range that they're talking about. Can slow down biological aging by as much as 6 years. Can you believe that, people? That means the music that we've been loving for decades now has a physical and biological effect on our bodies and can literally slow down the aging process to as much as 6 years. Now, I'm 60, and I know I've been listening to house music since the age of 18. And I know people I have always been complimented on the fact that my age, I don't look the age that I am, you know. And of course, that's also due to, my exercise, the way I eat, things of that nature, because I really try to take care of myself. But, you know, but knowing now that listening to the music that I love and devoted to and adored for that long period of time, that probably also, without my knowledge, also assists in my in my slow in the creeping of my aging as well. So, you know, something to think about. Let's go to the next slide. Now, the findings stems from research analyzing brain scars and genetic data from over 35,000 individuals. Now, the researchers found that listening to house music, especially at the specific BPM, like they said on the earlier slide, 120 to 130, actually lowers cortisol levels. Elevated cortisol levels are known contributors of accelerated aging, and various other health issues. Now, of course, I've always believed that because I listen to house music, my thought process is a little more acute. I know that the way I think and in my demeanor is a little more calmer. I know I'm less stressful when I listen to house music. And of course, as a DJ, when I, especially when I can, you know, hunt and search, and dig for especially for new tracks, it gives me a very methodic reaction when I find something that's good to my ears, and it goes all the way down to I feel it in my soul as well. So that's another factor to think about. Let's go to the next slide. I mean, right now, as I'm speaking with you guys, I have this beautiful, chill, deep house music in the background, and it's just giving me this nice, chill, calm, soothing feeling. So, it might have something to do with that. Regularly listening to house music can also improve heart rate, variability. I think I'm saying variability, availability, and control. This too is an indicator of better cardiovascular health and longevity. Now, since I work out at home and I do my calisthenics, I try to listen to house music as well, especially when I'm away, when I'm out of the town or out of the country, and especially when I get into my exercise, I definitely try to listen to house music, and it definitely gives me that extra pump when I'm doing my routines. Okay. Additionally, the study found that rhythmic patterns of house music positively influence brain activity and cogn- cognitive function. Now, I can see that because I don't know about you, but when I listen to house music, I think about different things. Sometimes my mind wanders, you know, on being at a certain place or a certain, area. Sometimes, especially if it's a certain track that I haven't heard in years, it takes me back to my teen years when I was dancing and things of that nature. So when especially as a DJ, when we mention and say that we try to take our listeners and also people who's on the dance floor on a journey, I think that's what they're talking about on that second paragraph regarding the patterns of music and how the brain activity can spark things up as the music is playing. You know. So next slide. Okay. Now, music in general, but house music in particular, promotes neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to recognize itself by forming new neutral connections throughout life. This helps maintain cognitive functions and slow down aging related mental decline. Now, the sources I got this from housemusic.us. So, and I definitely wanted to give this piece out because I have a just to close things out for the new year. So, like I said, this was going to be a short one. I wasn't going to make it as long as my usual. But what I do want to say is I want to take the time to thank everyone who has supported me and has supported my channel. For those who listen in, for those who, you know, go back and listen to the replays, those who have made their comments. I try to make sure I read them as much as read and try to respond to them as much as I can. I appreciate this very, very much. I really want this channel to grow, so this will be a great awareness for those who not only enjoy house music, but who enjoys the underground dance movement as a whole. I definitely have a couple of things that I'm planning on doing for next year. Now, as far as the group garden, I'm not going to. I said on the last time on my last group garden that I may change the time in the day. That's not going to happen. I'm going to continue with it because I want to be consistent. I'm going to continue to have it every other Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Time. That's 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You know, and the reason why I'm doing it that way because I definitely want to have some time, you know, for my production process. The Monday rant and discussion is every Monday from 5 p.m. Central Time to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And like I said, starting the next week, we're going to add Twitch as a another multi-stream to get more eyes and ears to the site, to the platform. And as far as my transitions, reveal, and mini mix, there's one that's coming up next. In the 17th of January, and that will be at noon Central Time, and that's 1 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm not certain if I'm going to continue with that one because I definitely want to make sure I have the time necessary to learn music production because this is an avenue that I know is going to take time because I never done any music production. Musically inclined, I pretty much am because I did learn how to play alto sax when I was in junior high school, but that was a very long time ago. So I pretty much have to relearn a couple things about notes and music theory and those things. So like I said, but I'm very excited of the process. And because of the fact that it's like me starting, it reminisces when I learned how to DJ. I pretty much went at it and practiced and learned and trial by error until I got the muscle memory, until I was able to do my phrasing, until I was able to beat match, and also until I was able to be comfortable not only playing on the platform like Twitch, I also will feel comfortable playing even outside of the live stream when I'm, doing live gigs and such. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything else I want to say? No, I think that's going to be it. But again, thank you so very much for your continued support for this channel and all my other social media platforms. All you have to do is search Househead Speaks, and you'll be able to find me on, Facebook, X, Instagram, of course Twitch, here on YouTube. You know, and also if you haven't got a chance, please make sure you're able to check out my merch. My store is www.tpublic.com/user/ house that speaks hyphen designs. Now I changed the logo so it has my House That Speaks logo because soon I'm going to be trademarking that logo. So, well, it's already trademarked and it's also an LLC. So, yes, House That Speaks is now an LLC. So, I did that part and I also did the process of trademarking as well. So, I got that. So, I'm got that protected. So, I'm really going to be pushing my merch, you know, especially for next year. I'm going to be doing that. Okay, so this is House That Speaks. I'm wishing thank you all for a very productive and a very learning experience, for 2025. And I'm looking forward to see everyone. I'm looking forward to hope everyone will support me as we continue to grow. We are already at 194 subscribers. Thank you all who sub. So, if you are new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know what I'll be doing when I'll be doing another Monday rant and discussion. Okay, people, I'm out. As always, peace, love, and have a happy, fun, and safe new year.